It's Monday.
It's sunny in Manchester.
There's 𝗕𝗕𝗚𝗟 vans literally everywhere. This is 𝗕𝗕𝗚𝗟 Behind the Build, episode 48. So welcome back to another episode of 𝗕𝗕𝗚𝗟 Behind the Build, a mid-week edition. Hope you had a nice weekend, guys, and I hope you liked the episode on Sunday. If you've not watched it, what the heck are you doing? Stop this right now and go and get it watched, because I think it's a cracker. I've come down to Project 849 today, and I think I'm going to base this episode mainly down here because there's just so much to show you. I really want to try and dig deep into the more technical bits and also introduce you to some of the guys and some of the bits and some of the way we work, because this is a big flagship project for us and I'm really excited about bringing the progress to you guys on the channel. So let's go and have a look. So the first thing you notice is the last two extensions are nearly there. Adam and Eve are having a little bit of an argument, or should we say a discussion, about when they're going to be finished. Steve, aka Eve, thinks they'll be done, boxed off by Friday this week, where Adam is a little bit more pessimistic and he thinks they've got a couple more days next week. Either way, it's fine, and what they've done in the period they've had has been amazing. They've literally, on their own, with one other brickie and a few other days, have built these 4 extensions, 3 of them with face brick on the exterior and 1 of them with block work, which is going to get clad, which I'll show you in a little bit. But yeah, they've absolutely smashed it. These boys are the A-team. We're so lucky to have them. I always say this, but I do tell them this as well, and they know it, to be fair. But yeah, they've absolutely smashed it. So what's happening today, I've got a client meeting down here shortly, which is the first one actually for various reasons, because it's holiday season. So we're going to show the client around, show them the progress, and we're having a big tidy up. So yeah, it's good to come and see where we're up to, because I'm not available for the back end this week, so this is the last time I'm going to see it this week. So I really want to lay some eyes in and make sure we're where we need to be, which we will be, because Bizzle, Sean, is at the wheel. So first thing I've noticed is that a set of our stairs are in from Preferred. They've fit like a glove. The guys have not fitted Preferred staircase before, so they said they had to get their head around it a little bit. They learnt on the first set, and this set went in a lot quicker. But yeah, perfect. You can just tell the quality's there. You see these treads there? It's a thicker tread. A lot of times from places online, as Alex has talked about this before, you buy fully MDF ones. They're cheap, but they're cheap for a reason. But it's horses for courses. We want to put quality stuff in this job because our client expects a quality product. No squeaks. Pretty happy with that. So you can see on this plot here, the block work's now up to wall plate, which means the joiners could, in theory, jump on and get these roof structures in place, but they're actually working on the back roofs. This is going to be a warm deck construction, which I'll explain to you on the other plots in a minute. But yeah, we are literally, how many courses to wall plate on your side there, Ad?
About 16.
16 more courses and then we're done, and it's dry, and the forecast looks good apart from Thursday, apparently. So yeah, by the end of the week, I reckon you're going to do it. I reckon Steve's right, you know.
I don't know. I'm thinking Monday.
We'll have to see. I've got faith in you. Dream team. So as you can see on this one, Bizzo and Mackenzie, I don't think a lot of people know that that's your grandson actually. Or is it your younger brother?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, you do look similar age. Yeah. You do act, look similar age. Yeah, so what we've got here is the roof structures on it, looking good. Sean can't say too much, he's not got a mic on. so you won't be able to hear him, even though he does shout at me quite a bit. So yeah, so we've got obviously the roof structure. What size timbers are these? Are they 10s? 9s? 9x2s, and we've got a furring piece on top. Which way is it falling? To that corner?
No, it's falling that way at the moment.
Box gutter.
And then we're having a box gutter
Down to an outlet over there, which hopefully I'll be able to show you on the other plot in a minute. Yeah, so when are you decking this one out?
This is going to happen this afternoon.
Yeah, so this is a warm deck construction. So on top of it goes OSB, insulation, OSB again, no, OSB,
damp-proof membrane,
yeah,
vapor barrier, 150 insulation,
150 insulation,
18-inch T&G.
yeah. So I was right. I just missed the damp-proof membrane out. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, so yeah, basically, I prefer the warm deck. I think it's the better job. But you can only do that if you've got a parapet wall, really, can't you? So obviously this is going to be a parapet. So we'll probably end up not far off it, though, will we? By the time it was done.
Yeah, you can have about 150, 200.
Yeah, so it'll stand down this way. Then we're going to have a GRP fiberglass roof covering, which will lap up. This will fall back, won't it, into there?
Fraction,
Yeah, a slight fall to send the rainwater back, lap over the top. It looks nice, it'll last forever. But yeah, we're flying on this job. Flying, considering, what, last week, we were literally, where were these? They weren't even at shoulder height, were they?
We didn't have the brickwork finished.
No.
So we've got the brickwork lapped off by Friday. I came in over the weekend, put that roof on over the weekend. This one between yesterday and today.
Yeah. So you're not going to be able to hear any of this because Sean's got a mic on, but basically just saying that I'm amazing at what I do and love working for me, and I'm really good looking.
I think he's safe.
No, he's smashing it. Keep it up. Love it. I would kill someone with this, probably myself. So this one is one that's a little bit further on. You can see now it's been decked out. So underneath here we've got our insulation and our OSB and our vapor barrier and our top deck, which will be GRP. And if you can see, it falls to a box gutter here, an internal gutter that runs down to an outlet in the corner here that'll be all dressed up, and we'll run some masonry over it, and that essentially is it. Because it's a warm deck, you don't need any cross ventilation or anything like that. As I say, I prefer this type of roof. It's thermally efficient. You don't have to worry about ventilation, the timber sweating, but you do need the height build up. And sometimes if you like got planning issues where you only work to a certain height or whatever, it's not really suitable. But yeah, flying. Put that in it. Whoop. This is where I'm used to being, in the trenches. I spend half my life, it was a good line now, I nicked that off mic. I spend most of my life, business life, in the trenches. But yeah, so what's happened here, the drainage contractors are in, and according to the client's drainage drawings, there should be a main foul drain running where I'm stood now. And we've dug and we've dug and we've dug, and it's not here, which often happens. So what we're going to do is get our own drainage guy in. We're going to camera the entire site, and we're going to do our own drainage layout, and basically, so we don't have to dig massive holes like this and waste time, because we've literally not got enough time on this job. See you later, Mike. See you later. See you, Pop. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. But look at this, mad. It's an old bike tire. That's probably been here since this has been built years ago. This is what they do in sites like this, is all like the wasted rubbish that the waste from sites is bits of rebar. They just dump it into the ground and then build it back up. So you often find on sites like this, it's just rubbish made up ground, which is why we had to pile these sites, because the ground quality is poor. It's just what we call made up ground, all sorts. You'll find bottles from the 70s, 60s, all sorts. Crazy. But yeah, what we're doing on other parts of this site, we're having an attenuation tank. So basically, on a lot of newer builds now, what we're finding is the planning departments are making, and building regs as well, are making you think about what you're going to do with the additional surface water, how you're going to treat it, how you're going to then re-ingest it back into the main sewers. So yeah, there's an attenuation tank, there's some soakaways going in. It's a full scheme, been designed by the client's engineer. It's actually quite interesting if you're a bit nerdy like me. But yeah, that's a big part of this job. But at the moment, we're so restricted, we can't do that yet, because we've just got too much on the ground in terms of materials and vehicles and people. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to reconvene and get back into this drainage scheme. But yeah, it's a bit of a waste of time, this bit so far, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna have a bite to eat with the boys now, which is good. Don't often get to do that, but whilst I'm doing that, we're going to fly over to Alex, who's on one of our Adelaide projects. We've got 2 on the go now, but this is the original Adelaide. He's going to show you where we're up to on that.
So welcome back to Liverpool. So we're on Project Adelaide, and again loads going on because we're on a tight deadline, but we still got the tilers in, the plumbers are now here getting their bits done, Ross and Ray, Dad and Lad are in finishing off their second fix joining stuff, so loads going on, good progress. I'd had a little quick look before, but let's go and have a look. So yeah, so just having a quick look round. Dad and Lad, Ross and Ray have done most of the skirt and arc now. Doors are all swinging, handles have started going on. As you can see, all nicely shutting. Floor protection's arrived as well, which you've seen outside. So what Christine's going to do is, I think he's going to do after today, is have a nice little clear down. He's going to protect all the floor just before the painters come in and start, and protect all the ground floor. There's bits already on the ground floor already, because it saves you so much time. So what we used to do in the past is not do any protection, and you'd have the painters in, or the bits and bobs going on, and then you'd forever be spending time at the end of the job scraping and cleaning all the laminate flooring and the tiles up off mess. We're actually doing it this week anyway when we're getting the finishing photos, because the ground floor didn't get protected properly on Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗔𝗧, so we needed to get on our hands and knees and scrub it again properly. So it saves you so much time. It costs you a little bit of money to buy these, they're not cheap to buy the Codex sheets, but it's worth putting them down and spending the time putting it down. So as I say, the whole house will be put down, masking taped up, painters will come in and hit it, and then we won't be worried about making any mess on the floor then, and then we'll pick them up. Anything that's decent, so we'll keep hold of for the next job. Anything that's ripped, we just do away with. But looking at it, Alex has started putting all the vanities together. We're going for a little anthracite grey this time round. The supplier we get them off give us them for the same price as the all white ones, so it'd be nice to see them in this time round. Again, colour scheme's going to be the same in this one as Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗓, so nice and easy. Sparks are going to be starting next week. So you see our nice tiled feature walls done by the man Paul. With the gaps look sound, so again, fire doors always to make sure you get them right, because you just do not want to be changing them once the tenants are in and you're all done and painted, because as I say, I've had it in the past where we've had to move casings over left or right to try and get them square again, and the remedial works afterwards to fix the paintwork and stuff. It's a nightmare, especially when the tenant's in the room. It's hard work, so you need to just make sure you spend the time and the money getting it right now. But as I say, you look sound. Even the bathroom doors look sound. That's catching there, like, so he needs to look at that, but he's probably picked it up already. Bathrooms, I think that's the last one to be grouted up, and as I say, all the toilets, all these are getting fitted now. We started going for these instead. On the ensuite, we used to go for the one which was a bit more square, so we stopped using them and been going for these ones instead, because we can fit them in, because we've gone a little bit bigger on the ensuite size just to get that sinking, so it works. But as I say, be nice. Alex is getting them all in. All the other bits are downstairs, I've seen now as well, all the toilet and stuff, so he's more or less good to go to get these bathrooms set and fixed. So then, as I say, the painters are going to be in, paint down, Sparks are coming in to get their bits done, and we should be on track to be finished. So it's a little bit of a mess at the minute, but you can see the window seats going on as well. Sills are all on now, just them trims are missing there, so I need to speak to Christian what's going on. Handles, he's probably took them off to swap them. But again, looking good. Showers are all here as well. Black, as always go for black showers. I'm going to be Alex's apprentice. Alex is going to show me how to fit, and you, how to fit a thermostatic shower bar. So we turn the lecky off, yeah?
Yep.
So what do we do then first? So you have to check the kits on, don't we?
Yeah. So
you always need to have a kit on, don't you?
Yeah. You got this. These two.
So they're the covering rings though, aren't they? Yeah. So you put them on first?
Yeah, these go on there.
Ah, okay. So you screw that onto the...
So that goes onto the pipe, yeah?
Yeah, with the olivin?
Yeah. And then you measure how far you need to cut off the pipe.
So don't we have to put a kit on then on the outside?
No, the kit's on the inside. It's already behind the wall because it's stud work.
So what is the kit for then?
So the kit, there's a plate behind the wall which is screwed to the stud work.
And that's just to keep it...
So that holds it all solid.
So if you haven't got a kit on, does it matter?
If you haven't got it behind the wall, then you get a set of different kit to this, which has got 2 screw holes on the side of it.
Yeah.
But they're a bit more awkward.
So what we're saying here about a kit, so when you see the pipes coming out the wall, which are 150 centimeters for the thermostatic bar, we put a kit on. That's all I know as a kit. And it basically keeps the pipes in position. But sometimes I've seen it without them on. So then afterwards you have to change it and use a different attachment?
Yeah, so there's 2 different types, yeah. Basically one's for brick walls, one's for stud walls.
Ah, okay, sound. So you put them on first, then screw it tight with the olive?
Yeah, so you just put it on loose, measure the gap from there to the wall, and then cut that much off the pipe, because the pipe goes a bit long.
Sound, mate. And then literally screw them straight on to that?
Screw them onto this, yeah.
Straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, easy plumbing.
You know. So if we were doing electrics now, there'd be well more involved in that.
It's all in the first fix.
Yeah, or whatever, mate. So then after this, so what are you going to do? Fly around, put all them on the nails?
Yeah.
And then drop on, do all the sinks, drop on, do all the toilets?
Yeah, get the showers done first, normally do the toilet second, then we can set the exact position of the sink in the middle then.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because you can sit down first, can't you? Yeah, it sounds. And then
sink gets in the way from trying to fit it.
The enclosures here, has he got all these?
Yeah, they're over the road, the other one.
So because we've got the other property over the road, which we're going to start ripping out, once this is in a better position, we've done all the maintenance work. There's just been our storage at the moment, so the whole area, we've been putting all the gear there so it's safe, and Christian's just been bringing it in as and when, so we've got everything that we need, but it's not getting stored on site because it's a nightmare sometimes moving all the gear around, isn't it?
Especially when the tiling downstairs.
Especially when Alex is working, because what he does is he goes around every single one and he'll go, as I say, do all the showers, which is good because you get quicker and quicker as you get to your 6-1, then he'll go and do everything else, but sometimes there's just bits everywhere. Like, where's he working? Don't know. Every room. But because there's multiple trades on site that we're at, I'd say we like to have it whereby we have each trade in on their own and no one else in there, but as today, the tiles are here, the joiners are here, the plumbers are here. One of my pet hates there, I know Al's just working away, is putting these in. So for anyone who's ever had to drill into porcelain tiles will know the pain that you go through out, don't you?
Yeah.
It does my head in. So I've recently just done work on my own house and it's the first time I've actually been properly back on the tools for a while and fitting like toilet roll holes and stuff like that, and you're drilling. And mate, it's painful, isn't it?
Bit, don't it?
It's painful. So like every couple of holes you have to buy a new bit. Don't know what them ones are like Pitbull. But the ones that I've been using, they're decent, like 30 quid each, and a couple of goes in, you're tired, aren't you? And there's a bit of a technique to getting it before it burns out. You've got to keep just the right amount of pressure and the right speed. But that probably takes longer to drill that hole than it takes you to put them on. Have you done now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So there you go, I just fitted it myself, all on my own. So what about them there, have you only got them out?
It's the right ones to water, isn't it?
Yeah. Good them, aren't they? Well, that's it. So yeah, so we always go for these ones, little overhead waterfall shower. A little spray if you want to use it yourself, obviously that will fall down, but it's nice and black. We used to go for the square ones, but we buy this like little cradle that sits on, only fits on a circle pipe. Boy, good job, Al, nice one. So there you go, that's how you fit the thermostat bar shower. I remember mentioning about this one, we were going to do the LED strips in the ceiling. We're not doing it in the end now. So Kev, the Spark, we had a couple of discussions about what we were going to do, and what we've decided to do is do it into the frame of the headboard instead, because the work that was going to be involved in such a short time frame, it just weren't going to work for us. We're getting the plasters in quick, we only had a certain time slot for them. We would have had to work in with them to chase in the channels so they could skim into the beads. So we just decided not to do it. Again, we had to order the kits, so that was like a week or two away for them all to come. They were a bespoke size for what we needed for each room. So we just thought, you know what, we'll try and do it on the next project, but on this one for time, we've done something different. So you'll see he's wired the cable to the behind the bed, which is just basically a little socket that he's put on, and that's just going to pull through. And once the headboard's on, we're going to make something that will have the tape going around it instead. So a little bit similar, but much quicker, cheaper option as well. So we'll see how that turns out, and if it's decent, we may just keep doing it. But if not, we'll go back to what we said originally, which is chasing in the trims. So yeah, our illegal extensions now being rendered, I'm guessing. So the back is all rendered off now, finished, just this wall to do, which as I say we always do last. Scaffold's been dropped. Alex, once he's done inside on the second fix plumbing, will come outside and he'll start putting all the soil stacks in, which you can see the holes already been cored up there for, and then he'll bring it all down. Then Christian and I'll jump on any other bits that need doing to finish off. There's a little grill that needs to go on there for the vent that we've got for the suspended floor that you always have to do, and then outside will be cleared down, all the ladders be out the way, and then they'll start hitting this wall It'll have a concrete bed put on first, and then they'll basically just render this again, put the mesh on and stuff, put new capping stones on the top. We don't ask next door for any money, we just do it, because you'll be there all day trying to negotiate money with them, so it's pointless. And we want to do the wall as best we can and make sure it's sound. You can see it's got a few cracks anyway, so by doing what we do, it'll bond it all together and keep it solid for the years to come. And then we'll finish off with our printed concrete that we always do as well, put our back gate on. So as I say, the back is enough there. This is easy now for Christian really to finish off. Just the outside bits on the plumbing side to get boxed off, and the rainwater pipe to come down. You'll see there as well where that brick wall hits the house. Over the years we always put our membrane on there now, which I'm hoping that you've seen a few times that we do, to stop any damp ingress, because even though you put injections on and do whatever you need to do there and we render up tight, it always somehow finds a way of getting in the water. And when we done the maintenance this year, we found a couple of little damp spots in that corner there on older properties that we've had for 4 or 5 years, because we didn't used to do it all back then. So that's why now we make sure that we put all the membrane on to try and eliminate any issues in the future, because it costs you more in the future fixing things like that than actually putting things in place to prevent it. So that's it for today on Project Adelaide. I'm just heading up to another job now to meet Christian, go and see how we're getting on, because I know he's got a few things that need to get sorted before the end of today. But inside there we're flying. Like, I didn't get to show you the ground floor because there's too much going on, but the whole ground floor is being tiled as well. It's all being protected. So Paul Tyler's just finishing off on the feature wall, and then he's done then. A little bit of ground to do in one of the bathrooms, but then he's done. Plumbers are cracking on with their bits, and Ross and Ray are cracking on with their stuff as well. So good all round. Need them to keep moving for the rest of the week, and then we can get the painters in then, get Kevin, the Spark, to finish his bits off, and then we should be good. But as I say, we've got like 4 weeks left to finish this, so we need to get rolling. So, and you're back to Manchester while I go up here.
This is what I love though. This is all I'm talking about, this joined up strategy that Alex and I have got. We've got the preferred joinery van here delivering to an every trade site. We've got our plumbers from every heat already on air. My architectural company has done some of the design work for this site as well. So essentially we've been able to offer this client the full 360 suite of services, and to me that's what I envisioned when I came up with the idea for this company, this sort of supermarket of trades and services for the building industry. And now the grab to come in, we're delivering our own aggregate here. It's amazing. We control the entire process, which, yeah, I suppose is a little bit like a dictator, but it's not for that though. It's for convenience. As builders, as tradesmen, you'll know how frustrating it is when you're waiting for a grab to come, when you're waiting for a material delivery to come, when you're waiting for your staircases, your windows, etc. We can control that entire process now, and it enables us to deliver a job like this in a ridiculous, almost impossible time frame. 9 weeks to do this job. 4 extensions, full renovations back to brick, full M&E, full finishing schedule, tiling, decoration, new bathroom, new kitchens, everything. And this entire external drainage scheme, that's probably 6 to 9 months worth of work, and we're doing it in 9 weeks. It's good. So yeah, you can see project is really moving on now. Standing from this angle here makes me realise how far on we are. These 2 extensions are at wall plate, and the boys are cracking on with the roof, as you've seen. So the next stage is there. That one there is going to be clad in a composite cladding, which is on order. That's good. I wish I'd do them all like that, because you can get them built a lot faster. But I must admit, the brickwork one is a nicer finish. It's a more long-standing finish. The architects, quite a big practice that were hired to redesign this entire scheme, and we're picking off phase at a time. This is our 4th year, might even be our 5th year on this site now. So yeah, it's great. It's what I like as well. Feeding ourselves, material deliveries coming in all the time from our own company. It's brilliant and I love it. So I've just finished my meeting with the client actually, and he asked me, am I happy where we're up to? And to be honest with you, I'm absolutely buzzing with where we're up to. For what we've achieved in not even 5 weeks on this site, and we had a real hold up with the utilities and the piling. It's unbelievable. We basically built these extensions out the ground to where they are now in nearly just under 4 weeks, which is unbelievable. Like, got such a good team. Like, teams individuals are everything. They are products on the shelf. Without these guys here doing what they're doing, being confident in what they're doing, knowing exactly what their job is, being run by Sean, who's got everyone working like in unison, like a well-oiled machine, it'd be impossible. I was saying to the client there, if another builder had turned up and looked at what we've done here, I don't think they'd believe us. And that's not me being arrogant or blowing our own trumpet, it's just because we've absolutely grafted our nuts off to do it. And by having all these bits and pieces in-house that we've got, having our own joinery company to do the stairs, our own grab company to make sure that the site's clear and we're getting aggregates delivered and materials. We don't even wait for deliveries, we just go and get the materials, which I don't believe in. I don't believe you should have tradespeople going, buying materials and waiting in line to buy materials, because it's a very expensive delivery service. But we've got a driver on standby across the company all the time, ready to go and get gear, and the order is placed through the project manager to the office, the purchase order number sent out, and we can have stuff on site within the hour. So we're really organised, and we really know what we need to do at what point to make this possible. And as like the person that came up with this idea in my bedroom 15 years ago, like even to this day, we've got all these guys working here, and these jobs are like £1 million projects, multi-million pound project. Like, I just get such a kick out of it. I love it. When I see my vans, people wearing our uniform, I love it. Honestly, I can't really explain. And anyone that's starting out in the business and wants to build something big, you can. It's not easy. Anyone can do it though. I was so limited. You know, everything that I've achieved, I've done through having great people around me, making mistakes, learning, falling off the horse, getting back on the horse, and just keep going. But yeah, honestly, I can't tell you the pride I feel. Obviously, I mean nothing if we don't deliver this project on time, but I think we will, and I know these guys will stay till the job's done. And that's why I'm so happy with who we've got on site here. Better stop before I start crying. So you remember in the last episode I told you why we hadn't plastered these walls. It was because the window frames weren't in, but now they're in, the plasters are back in, and they're dabbing board into the reveals, which is this bit. Obviously loads of you will know that already, and that enables them to level it out and get a good equal margin all the way around. If you'd done that the other way around and the plasters would have guessed where the frame would sit, it'd be all over the show and the windows wouldn't look even. So the guys have come in, they've dabbed some board in now, obviously propping up the top one, and that will be good for plastering later today. So we've got even more of our fleet here now. It feels like we've got a lot of eggs in one basket here. However, this job requires it. It's a near impossible program, like I said before. And if we've got any chance of delivering this for our client, I've got to make sure that I've deployed the majority of our assets here. Luckily, we've got a lot of good guys. It's taken us years to put together, like I said before. They're on some of our other sites. We're not neglecting any of our other jobs. We've got a big scheme in Liverpool. We've got guys on. We've got all the stuff that we're doing with Emperor and our own developments. So yeah, there's a lot of balls in the air, but that's what we do. We're jugglers, we're professional construction jugglers, I'd say, financial jugglers too, because this obviously costs a lot of money to cash flow. You can just see everywhere you look, there's money, there's materials, there's thousands of pounds just sat on the floor. But we've planned it, we've got good suppliers, we've got good terms with our suppliers, we've got a really good relationship with the client, we get paid regularly. So if they do their bit, which they always do, and pay us on time, we can do our bit, which is deliver this job on time. Otherwise, we're going to have queues of parents and students with luggage at the door waiting to move into building sites, and that is not a good place to be. I hope you've liked this episode, guys. If you have found it interesting, please like. If you're not already and you like what we've done, please subscribe. If you don't like us but you've come this far, then fair enough. Hopefully we'll win you over one day. Come back on Sunday for another entertaining, fun-filled and action-packed episode of Every Trade Behind the Build. And I've just noticed, come over here, perfect.